This lesson will be talking about meiosis. Meiosis is a type of cell division. The essential questions: how do cells grow and reproduce? What events occur during each phase of meiosis? And how is meiosis different from mitosis? By the end of this lesson, you should be able to summarize the events of meiosis and compare the processes and outcomes of mitotic and meiotic nuclear divisions. Some of the key terms you will be responsible for are homologous, diploid, haploid, meiosis, tetrad, crossing over, and zygote. So just a quick review about mitosis. Mitosis is a cell division that divides once, and the result is two identical daughter cells. These cells are diploid because they have two sets of chromosomes. And the four phases of mitosis are prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase. So, meiosis is a type of sexual reproduction in which two cells called gametes, one from each parent, combine to form a new organism. So the gametes, which are the sex cells, are also called the sperm cell and the egg cell. So what would happen to offspring if each gamete had a full set of chromosome pairs? So if each one had 46 chromosomes, then the resulting offspring would have how many? It's important that the gametes have half the number of chromosomes as normal body cells. Meiosis is the process of creating these gametes. All organisms that reproduce sexually need to produce gametes. So the gametes will have not 46 chromosomes like every other body cell, but they will have 23. So the term diploid means two sets. So they contain both sets of homologous chromosomes. The diploid number is represented by the symbol 2n. So for example, humans are 2n, which equals 46. In a fruit fly, the number of chromosomes is going to be 2n equals 4. So homologous pairs are chromosomes in which one set comes from the male parent and the second set comes from the female parent. Now the term haploid cells is one set. So remember H for half. So cells that contain only a single set of chromosomes. So humans, the haploid number is represented by the letter N. So for humans, N would equal 23. So our gametes each have 23 chromosomes in them. Once those two gametes join together, they have 46 chromosomes. You get 23 chromosomes from mom and 23 chromosomes from your dad. So here is a visual that shows the egg cell from a female grasshopper has 12 chromosomes, and the sperm cell from the male grasshopper has 12 chromosomes. So a fertilized egg would have 24 chromosomes. So meiosis is a process in which the number of chromosomes per cell is cut in half through the separation of homologous chromosomes in a diploid cell. And as I mentioned, it will go through two cell divisions. There is meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. And it's where a diploid cell becomes 4 haploid cells. Here you see the cell in interphase at the very top. In meiosis 1, it goes through prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase. Here you see an example of a tetrad. Okay. Then here would be your 2 cells with the replicated chromosomes going through meiosis a second time, where at the completion you have 4 haploid daughter cells. So both mitosis and meiosis ensure that cells inherit genetic information, and it begins after interphase when chromosome replication occurs. However, the two processes differ in the separation of the chromosomes, the number of cells produced, and the number of chromosomes each cell contains. Big difference. So again, did we answer the question, how do cells grow and reproduce? Can you answer the question, what events occur during each phase of meiosis? And can you answer the question, how is meiosis different from mitosis? So here's a quick quiz. Meiosis produces A, 4 genetically different haploid cells, B, 4 genetically different diploid cells, C, 4 genetically identical haploid gametes, or D, 2 genetically identical haploid cells. What happens to the chromosomes during meiosis? A, it doubles, B, it stays the same, C, it halves, or D, it becomes diploid. The illustration below represents what stage of meiosis? Prophase 1, what stage would that be in? Anaphase 2, what stage is that in? Telophase 1, what stage is that in? And metaphase 1, what stage is that in? How are these cells different from other cells? A, they have double the normal amount of genes. B, they have half the normal amount of genes. C, they have no genes. Or D, they have triple the normal amount of genes. Why are chromosomes arranged in pairs? A, scientists aren't sure. B, because you get one from your mother and one from your father. C, because pairs are able to divide more easily. And D, because DNA has a double helix structure.